Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast." Mark.
Auburn hasn't lost at home this season. The Tigers' closest margin of victory in front of the Jungle is 11 against Texas A&M. That will be tested tonight against Ole Miss. The CBNS Bank countdown to tip-off starts now.
Exclusive pregame coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CBNS Bank countdown to tip-off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball. At CBNS Bank, we've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Visit cbsbank.com. Alongside Hall of Fame coach Sonny Smith, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Ticket at Neville Arena on this Saturday night in January would be among the toughest tickets of the year. But Brad Law, that is the case as the Tigers and Rebels get ready to do battle here.
It is. An Auburn win would put the Tigers in sole possession of first place in the SEC, and I think you're going to see more and more with every game that Auburn wins, and as Auburn stays at the top of the standings, you'll see more and more games like this. The tickets get tougher and tougher to come by. This has the makings of a special team if they can stay focused and take care of business.
Already today, the only other undefeated team in SEC play fell. Alabama lost at Tennessee. Jacob Hillman will have more on that coming up just a little bit later. So Auburn is the only undefeated team, but boy, you get a much improved Ole Miss team on the outside, and certainly with their size, with 2 7-footers on the inside.
Chris Beard, one of the winningest coaches active in college basketball in terms of percentage. He's top 10 in that category. He took Texas Tech to the Final Four, to the national championship game 5 seasons ago, was having success at Texas before he lost his job. Ole Miss was there quickly to scoop him up in the offseason. Trademarks of Chris Beard's teams are defense. This year's Ole Miss team, though, has improved tremendously, especially at the three-point line where they're shooting 40%.
Jalen Murray, Matthew Morrell, Jamin Brakefield, and Alan Flanagan can all stroke it from the outside. And then Musa Cisse and Jamarian Sharp, 2 7-footers. Matter of fact, Sharp at 7'5" is the largest player in college basketball right now. and 14th all-time in block shots at 7'5".
Yeah, it's functional size, too. It's not just size for the stat sheet. It's functional. 2 years in a row, he led the country in blocked shots. So they're a force on the perimeter, and they are rim protectors as well.
All right, good news to report with regard to Auburn's health. That knee-to-knee injury that Janai Broom suffered on Wednesday appears to be fine. Auburn is healthy as it gets ready for Ole Miss tonight. Medical report brought to you by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders proud to provide first aid care at every Auburn athletic event. Let's take a look around the SEC. Here is Jacob Hillman.
Thanks, Andy. As the third Saturday of SEC action winds down, we're starting to see some separation in the league standings, including the top, where Auburn is the last remaining unbeaten. We'll tell you about some of the key notes from today's game as we take a look at the SEC scoreboard.
From the home of the 5-time conference champions to every corner of the SEC, let's go around the most exciting conference in college basketball. This is the Toyota SEC Report. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places.
We'll go in chronological order, starting in Fayetteville at Bud Walton Arena, where South Carolina took down Arkansas 77-64 behind 18 points and 9 rebounds from the Wofford transfer B.J. Mack. The Razorbacks fall to 1-4 in SEC play. South Carolina up to 15-3 overall and 3-2 in conference play. In Knoxville, number 6 Tennessee took down Alabama 91-71. It was another 25-point performance from Dalton Knecht. He's the first player in over 3 years with 4 straight 25-point outings. Alabama only had 9 assists to 22 turnovers. Auburn visits Tuscaloosa on Wednesday. Going to Starkville, the Bulldogs got its second win of SEC play, moving to 2-3 with a 68-55 win over Vanderbilt, who falls to 0-5 in SEC play. Tolu Smith had 25 points and 11 rebounds. Auburn goes to Starkville next Saturday. Another final in Baton Rouge, Texas A&M went down there in the Pete Maravich Center, won 73-69. Anderson Garcia came off the bench, had a double-double with 10 points and 10 rebounds. For LSU, Jordan Wright had 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. The Tigers fall to 3-2 in SEC play after a 2-0 start. At Rupp Arena, it is a scoring fest right now. Number 8 Kentucky on top of Georgia, 105-92, a little under 2 minutes to go in that ball game. The other game getting underway just about now will be Florida and Missouri in Columbia, and that's your scores in the SEC. We'll keep you up to date with that Missouri-Florida game throughout tonight's game. What's on the menu is presented by Whataburger. There's breakfast, and then there's Whataburger's breakfast, with delicious creations like the sweet and savory honey butter chicken biscuit, the hot and melty taquito, or the big tasty breakfast on a bun, served 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. What's on the menu tonight? A 60-second scout of Ole Miss with Stephen Pearl, and Carter Sabera takes center stage for our player profile. Plus Andy Burcham's exclusive sit-down with Bruce Pearl, Brad Law's keys to the game, your starting lineups, and eventually tip-off. All coming up when the CBNS Bank Countdown to Tip-Off continues in a moment.
CBNS Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CBNS Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Are you looking to advance your career without putting your life on hold? Consider the flexibility of an online MBA at Auburn University's Harvard College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best by U.S. News and World Report, our 100% online MBA program provides the flexibility you need to pursue a degree while maintaining your personal and professional life. Learn more at harvard.auburn.edu.
War Eagle, it's a great day for Auburn Tigers to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccinations during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It's crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are all up to date on all recommended vaccines, including COVID-19 and flu. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Who says you need snow to live in a winter wonderland? Southerners know a true winter smells like pine, cinnamon, and citrus. And the only warmth you need is delivered by time with friends and family. Farm fresh sweet potatoes, Christmas trees, and satsumas just make this time of the year even sweeter. Whether you're preparing to jingle some bells or settle into a silent night by a roaring fire, Sweet Grown Alabama has something for you. Find sweet potatoes, Christmas trees, satsumas, and more near you at sweetgrownalabama.org.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
Here with you courtside to remind you that just because the weather's chilly doesn't mean Alabama farmers aren't busy growing high-quality products. Visit sweetgrownalabama.org to make your next Tigers watch party a slam dunk. Find farm fresh greens, meats, and more at sweetgrownalabama.org. The Ole Miss Rebels are coached by Chris Beard, who's in his first year in Oxford, picked to finish 10th in the SEC during the preseason, but the Rebels have found themselves in the top 25 after a 15-1 overall start, now 15-2 after the loss at LSU on Wednesday. You're going to recognize a lot of guys on this Ole Miss ball club, specifically Matthew Morrell and Jamin Brakefield, but also Alan Flanagan. He's been impressive so far, leading his team with 7 rebounds per game and ranking second for the Rebels with 16.5 points and 3.4 assists per game. Stephen Pearl gives us his 60-second scout of Ole Miss.
You know, obviously a surprise team in the SEC, 15-2, top 25 in the country. Their only 2 losses coming at Tennessee, who's playing as well as anyone in the country, and at LSU, who's one of the hottest teams in our league right now. So, you know, they've done a really good job with the schedule that they've had. You know, 80% of their scoring comes from their starters 1 through 4. So there's 4 guys that we really got to key on defensively to guard. And then offensively, you know, they have 2 of the best shot blockers in the country down there. So, you know, on the offensive end, you know, we got to get good looks, you know, take advantage of their switching, and then we got to crash the offensive glass because they really struggle to rebound the defensive boards. They're one of the worst defensive rebounding teams in the country. Then we got to get back in transition because they're elite in transition scoring. You know, Al Flanagan is amazing in transition, getting downhill with his left hand. So we got to build a wall in transition and then force them into tough contested twos without foulings. They do a great job of getting to the foul line and then rebound our ball and get out and go.
How big is depth tonight?
It's going to be important. I mean, they have 4 guys, 3 guys. Their 3 guards are going to play 35 minutes. You know, Murray, Morrell, and Flanagan are all going to play 35 minutes. Brakefield's going to play 30, and then they'll rotate some guys off the bench. So, you know, over a 40-minute game, our 10 or 11 guys, it's got to wear them down so we can finish halves strong.
Also making his return to Neville Arena is Allen's father, Wes, who's an assistant on Chris Beard's staff. The 60-second scout and tonight's game is presented by the Raymond J. Harbert College of Business, home to 7 top 25 programs in the U.S. News & World Report rankings. Harbert, inspiring business. Senior guard Carter Sobera has dedicated himself to Auburn basketball for 4 years as a walk-on. That's until last Saturday when Bruce Pearl awarded him with the scholarship. Andy Merchant sits down with Carter Sobera for today's player profile.
What has the last week been like for you since the announcement was made that you were put on scholarship?
It was awesome. You know, in the moment, it was obviously amazing, and you know, teammates seeing their reaction, and then you know, my parents and grandparents and some siblings being there. It was a really special moment. But this past week, just hearing from people I haven't heard from for a while, just reaching out, texting, calling, FaceTime, and you know, hearing from them was pretty awesome. But just the overall support from everyone has been really special.
What has it been like for you now to be at this stage of your career at Auburn, your career in education here at Auburn, to be put on the scholarship?
Yeah, no, it's been awesome, and you know, just thinking back to my first days here, and just even getting old videos from teammates that are, you know, off at other schools or even just graduating and working
15
now.
seconds.
It's crazy to see, you know, how far I've come, not only just like skill-wise with basketball, but physically. And then obviously the Harbert College of Business, and you know, me being a finance major, I've learned so much, and it's really set me up to be successful after college. So I'm really appreciative of that.
You may recall Carter's and 1 bucket against Alabama in 2022, which put the Tigers across the century mark in that game. Did you know that the same people who installed the sound system at Neville Arena are also available for your next special event? Auburn AV can handle any size event. Visit auburnav.com to see all their audio-video solutions. Up next, Andy Merchant's exclusive sit-down with head coach Bruce Pearl ahead of the first ranked matchup ever between Auburn and Ole Miss at Neville Arena. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Need great gifts for your family, friends, clients, and colleagues? You have to try Buff City Soap. Their soap, oils, body butters, bath bombs, candles, wax melts, and laundry soaps are delightful. Pick from a variety of handmade goodies with plant-based ingredients that delight your skin and smell wonderful. See partywithbuff.com to schedule your party or visit buffcitysoap.com to check out their many alternatives. Try the free short-term parking at the 320 West Magnolia Avenue building in downtown Auburn and fall in love with Buff City Soap.
Earn more on your balances with the Max Elevate Money Market. Enjoy the competitive rate benefits of certificate accounts with no fixed terms and more flexibility. Earn more on your balances and access them anytime. You expect more, and Max delivers. See our amazing rates at mymax.com/elevate. Max. Smart money made simple. Federally insured by NCUA. Certain restrictions apply.
At Jewelry by Design, we design and hand make officially licensed Auburn University jewelry. We are fully stocked with the largest selection in town. Come by Jewelry by Design and see all of our fabulous designs. And just for looking, receive a free $60 Auburn charm. Just say, I heard you on the radio. Jewelry by Design, proudly making Auburn in Auburn. Find us at jbdauburn.com or 590 North Dean Road in Auburn.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
Ford presents our exclusive pregame visit with head coach Bruce Pearl. Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of the Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
Good to be back home. A big one here tonight against a much improved Ole Miss ball club.
Well, it's if you ever, at the beginning of the season, thought that you'd see, number 13 ranked Auburn against number 20-something ranked Ole Miss, you take it, right? It would be something that we've worked hard for our program to get to. It's something that Coach Beard's come in and obviously, done a great job. He was able to get a couple key players like Brakefield and Morrell to stay, and then he was able to get 8 transfers to come in to Ole Miss and really revitalize that lineup.
What is his style, Coach, when you look at a Chris Beard ball club?
They're going to play hard. They're going to play. They'll be defensively. There'll be multiple. They'll do some switching defensively in their man-to-man, and then offensively, it's about different matchups. So he'll take Al, and he'll let him go downhill and do the thing that Al's really good in transition, or isolate him down the post and post up smaller guards, or he'll take Brakefield and isolate him. He'll get Matt Morrell coming off of pin downs where Matt's good. He's got a great shooting point guard. They've got 4 guys at 1, 2, 3, and 4 that'll be in the discussion. Not every one of them, but one of the best players at the position, particularly Morrell at 2, Al at 3, and Brakefield at the 4, and they got 2 7-footers. So they've got a lot of different pieces, but I think it's more of a ISO, more of a let's create a mismatch and let's let them go to work and play out of space.
How important is transition for both teams tonight?
Well, it's really important for both teams. We're good in transition. They're great in transition. We've got to be good in transition defensively. That's going to be a real key. So if we go in there and they lead, they're one of the top shot blocking teams in the country, certainly first in the SEC. If we get in there and throw something up and they block a shot, it is a bucket or foul down the other end because they've got such great athletes just running the floor. In transition, so are not turning the ball over, getting that shot blocked and getting back and building a wall and make them score against our drop back defense will be really important. And then for them, sometimes they don't always get back and get matched up. So transition will be a key for both teams.
With Ole Miss's ability to block a shot with the 7-footer and then the 7-5 kid, does it alter your thought process offensively tonight?
Yeah, we'll have to do some things to pull the shot blockers out away from the basket and ball screen or seal the shot blockers when our guys are making penetration with a couple of looks that we have. Put a body on a shot blocker so they can't rotate, or if they do rotate, make sure we find the spoon feed or kick that ball to the perimeter. On our under basket out of bounds play, they'll put size on the ball like we do, except they'll have 7'5" size, and so you just can't throw that high pass. So we've done some things with our calls to try to not have to throw that high pass and hopefully don't turn the ball over in the under OB.
Look at Wednesday night, and Jalen is perfect from the field and from the free throw line. Dylan gives you 12 points, a career high, off the bench for you. Talk about those two guys and what they have meant to this program and that they've stayed in this program.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Jalen Williams could have transferred any time. He's the winningest all-time player in the history of Auburn basketball. That's making history. I mean, and just a great kid, unselfish, and he's a real Auburn man. And you talk about Dylan Cardwell, if you look up in the dictionary, go right there right now, Google it, look up Auburn man, you know, you're going to see a picture of Dylan Caldwell. At least you should anyways. And because he exemplifies, you know, all the good things about being unselfish and being a family and a teammate and hard worker and loving country and loving God and, you know, just, you know, two absolutely outstanding student athletes.
You mentioned, and I think it may be the first time ever that Auburn and Ole Miss are playing each other where both teams are ranked. First time in history. That also says a lot. Just, I mean, you mentioned on Tiger Talk Thursday how tough this ticket is for this ball game.
Yep. Yeah, it's a tough ticket. It's great. Be another great night for the Jungle, and of course, this is obviously what you're looking for, and you know, it helps in recruiting. But more than anything, I just think it makes it just a great game day environment for everybody that comes tonight. All of our fans and our students, and you know, and our student athletes are out there on the floor. They're going to be playing in a really special environment, and we don't ever want to take that for granted.
You may not hear it a lot tonight, but there's going to be a lot of 70s music, our music being played out there tonight.
Is that right? Yeah. Throwback, huh? Right. Yeah, that's really bad when I mean, you know, I was born in 1960, so, you know, 70s, that was high school music, right? Yeah, I look forward to that. I will.
Wish you all the best tonight. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Hey, it's Bruce Pearl. When you find a player who's electric, what a game changer. Like the all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning truck. It's got the performance you'd expect from an F-150, plus state-of-the-art tech like intelligent backup power. So if the lights go out at your properly equipped house, you've got the power to turn them back on. Game changing. That's what I'm talking about. See your local Ford dealer to learn more about the F-150 Lightning. Available at Ford EV certified dealers only. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Things we take for granted, ordinary opportunities for parents and their children, can be a foster child's extraordinary. You have the power to do something positive that will change the life of a young person right here in Alabama. Open your heart and open your home to a foster child today. For more information, visit www.dhr.alabama.gov or call 1-866-64-AL-KIDS. Brought to you by the Alabama Department of Human Resources, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out the Rio, Forte, Soul, or the Sporty Stinger. And don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Whoa, Rico.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
Jacob Tillman here with the Courtside at Neville Arena to tell you SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of Auburn Athletics. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, so Tiger fans can fan. Let's bring in Brad Law for his keys to the game. And it's going to be a tough ticket. And we'll...
That's all right. We'll get them before tip-off.
We will.
Yeah.
This is the Auburn Sports Network from Play 5.
Tiger Talk is the official weekly coaches show of the Auburn Sports Network. Stay current on what's happening with the program when you hear from head coach Bruce Pearl, assistants, and players. Select shows air live from Baumhower's Victory Grill in Auburn. Tiger Talk, every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central, only on the Auburn Sports Network.
Southern homes are particularly vulnerable to termites. In this climate, you need guaranteed protection. You need Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. Termites attack the Centricon stations, exposing themselves to an agent that eliminates their entire colony. Upgrade from old-fashioned liquid service to the proven protection of Centricon and Cook's Pest Control. Call Cook's today for a free evaluation.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
When you see the SEC student athlete, it's easy to picture the swing, the stance, the form. But look closer, and you'll see the heart, the brain, the clutch lab partner, the avid two-stepper, the pride of a hometown, and a little brother's hero. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
We're counting down to the opening tip. Time to introduce the starting five.
Down to 6. Holloway, 3. Got it! Beautiful. Got it! Great. Oh, that's the way the first half closes. Back to the wing, 8. Another 3. Count that one. Holloway with 6. Pull a free ball, Aiden. Yes!
Aiden Holloway, Charlotte, North Carolina, prolific prep.
3 ball, Denver. Made 3, Denver. Take that. Off the left side, Denver Jones 3. Yes!
All right.
18-footer, Denver swish.
He's got a good look about him right now, Andy. I've got a feeling that Denver Jones is going to go off.
Denver Jones, Newmark, Alabama, Buckhaw High School.
Whip around pass, and it comes to Moore, who drives to the hole and jams it. Auburn breaks the press quickly. Jones underneath. Moore banks it in on the alley-oop. Jalen gets the rebound, outlet Aiden. Ahead, Chris Moore. One dribble, double hand dunk.
Chris Moore, West Memphis, Arkansas, Academies of West Memphis.
Auburn the other way. Jalen to the hole. Yes!
Break lead.
And a foul. Ahead for Jalen. Splits defenders to the hole. Got it! And he's tied his career high. Ahead Holloway. Lobs it. No! Jalen with a double hand dunkaroo.
Jalen Williams, Hunter, Georgia, Brownlee County High School.
Out to the top for Janai. He'll pop a 3. His third of the night and sets a career high. Underneath Broom, two-handed hammer. It's called a pick and roll. Lobs it ahead. Broom to the hole with the left hand. Yes, and a foul!
Janai Broom, Plant City, Florida, Tampa Catholic.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
On the collegiate level. Ole Miss 15-2 on the season, 2-2 in the SEC. Number 22 in the AP poll, 21 in the coaches. Chris Beard in his first season in Oxford, a record of 15-2. In his 12th season overall, a record of 252 and 100. Starting lineup tonight for the Rebels, Jalen Murray, 5'11" junior out of the Bronx, New York. 14.5 points, 2.8 rebounds, 3.7 assists for Murray. Matthew Morrell, 6'4" senior out of Memphis, an IMG Academy. 17 points, 3.8 rebounds, 2.1 assists. Jamin Brakefield, a 6'8 senior from Jackson, Mississippi, a transfer from Duke. 12 points, nearly 6 rebounds a game. Former Auburn Tiger Alan Flanagan, 6'6 senior from Little Rock, Arkansas, 16.5 points, 7 rebounds, and 3.3 assists. And then Musa Cisse, a 7-foot senior from Conakry, Guinea, a transfer from both Memphis and Oklahoma State. 3.8 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 1.9 blocks. Murray, Morrell, Brakefield, Flanagan, and Cisse for Ole Miss. Brad's keys to the game tonight, presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Brad, what do you look at for tonight's ball game?
I think you got to try to get off to a fast start, take advantage of the emotion in the building. Auburn is good at going on scoring runs, and to try to punch Ole Miss very early in this game. I think physicality is going to be a key. They protect the rim really well, so when the ball goes into Janai, Jalen in the post, and anybody that's coming off the bench, you got to know they're going to be physical. You got to maybe lean into a little contact in there as well in the paint.
The officials for tonight's game: Joe Lindsay, Byron Jarrett, and Patrick Evans. There is one unbeaten team in SEC play that remains, and that's your Auburn Tigers. But boy, they get tested here tonight against an Ole Miss ball club that is 15-2 on the season. Its only 2 losses have come on the road at Tennessee. Well, we saw how good Tennessee was today with the dominating win against Auburn's opponent Wednesday night, Alabama. And the other loss was at LSU. And we know how good that LSU and how much that LSU team has improved from a season ago. This is, I think, one of the biggest surprises in SEC play this season.
No question. I think everybody respected Chris Beard and thought he could do some big things at Ole Miss. I don't know if people knew what to expect in year one. They've been good. Andy, another matchup to watch tonight is Brakefield at 6'8", 220 against Jalen Williams at 6'8", 230. See how often those guys are matched up, but we know how good Jalen has been all season. 5 20-point games in his last 9. Brakefield, since December 16th, is averaging nearly 18 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal and a half per game. He's shooting 60% from the field during that span. A lot of similarities between Jalen Williams and Jamin Brakefield for Ole Miss.
Brakefield's career high of 28 points came against Florida back on January the 10th. Now, we talked about it last Saturday night, just the electricity in this building. We've talked about how tough the tickets are for this game tonight. Auburn in the white tops and bottoms tonight, the blue numerals and lettering in the orange trim. Ole Miss in the away red unis tonight. It's odd to see. Gotta tell you, it's odd to see Alan Flanagan in red out there tonight. Red uniforms, tops and bottoms, blue and white lettering and numerals. It'll be interesting to see how Auburn matches up against Alan Flanagan, who frankly is having a fabulous season for the Rebels.
He's the only player in the SEC top in individual scoring and rebounding. He's in the top 10 in steals, top 15 in assists. We know he's a solid basketball player. He can do a little bit of everything, and he has this year.
Musa Cisse at 7 foot into the center circle against the 6'10 Janai Broom. And this game is underway, and Ole Miss wins the tap. Auburn will go to the basket, 2 hour left to open it up. Ole Miss ball, Jalen Murray across midcourt to Alan Flanagan against Chris Moore. A couple Arkansas guys working against each other. Left side of the circle, Brakefield. Cut off out to the top for Flanagan.
Auburn in a man-to-man.
Allen low post for Cisse, and he's fouled from behind by Jalen Williams. Is that an indication that we're going to get a closely called game from the get-go tonight?
Very well could be. Auburn averages 7.5 steals a game. Ole Miss averages 8.5 steals a game. Both teams active hands.
Inbound to Flanagan. Top of the circle, Brakefield. Back to Allen on the right wing. Further down the right side for Murray. Murray working on Janai Broom. Kicks it left side. Murrell goes baseline. 18-footer in the air is good.
Very patient offensive set for Ole Miss that time. They got the ball into the hands of one of their shooters. It's one of 4 guys who does the scoring for Ole Miss.
2-0 Rebels. Auburn first offensive possession. Williams from Hollifield looks to get the ball back to Aiden. Does in the center circle. Shot clock at 14 for Auburn. Underneath, wide open. Jalen up and in. Got behind the defense.
Sure did. An aggressive defense for Ole Miss. They're really pressing the perimeter defensively, and Williams slipped in behind.
Rebel ball quickly up the floor. Flanagan gets a screen into the left side of the key. Backs out now. Inside the arc, 17-footer. Flanagan, no. Rebound, Cisse. Head fake up and in for Ole Miss.
They are not a very strong rebounding team, but Cisse got positioned that time. Auburn mistimed the jumps on the backside. Flanagan will shoot now. He's averaging about 17 shot attempts a game.
Allen shooting 42% from the field. 4-2 Rebels lead it. Williams on the right wing. Goes baseline, step back, 3-ball, Jalen, good.
Boy, he's on some kind of heater.
5-4 Auburn. Ole Miss quickly up the floor. Drive, Brakefield loses it, out of bounds. Auburn basketball.
I really thought they were going to call a foul, but he tripped on his way into the paint, lost the ball. Auburn gets it back. Ole Miss only turns it over about 10 times a game, and Auburn just forced their first.
Jalen was 7 of 7 from the field Wednesday night. Has hit his first 2 shots tonight. Tigers lead 5-4 Auburn ball. Broom picks it up. Goes left side for Denver Jones. On a curl down the lane, head fake. Fade away, Denver, good! Baseline right! 7-4 Tigers. Murray quickly up the floor, left wing, Brakefield for 3, no. Rebound off of Cisse, he runs it down in the corner. Right side of the key, Flanagan. Spins, goes baseline for Cisse, reverse layup, good.
Cisse's physical presence has been a difference so far. 7 foot, 230 pounds, and the height has been used both on the offensive glass and there offensively to put it in around the basket.
7-6 Auburn. Holloway, top of the circle, Jalen. Inside the arc for Broom in the key. Head fake. Dribbles out with 2, leaves for Jalen. Curls down the lane. Against Cisse, went for the dunk, he missed it. Rebounded, Janai up and in.
Boy, the early foul call was not an indication that it'll be called tightly.
Apparently not. 9-6 Auburn. Ole Miss, Jalen Murray picks up the dribble. Hands Cisse, right back to Murray, inside the arc. Brakefield, straight away 3, good.
Now they've had 5 games where they hit 50% or better from 3. This is a very good three-point shooting team.
20th of the year for Brakefield, ties the game at 9, 16:37 in the first half of play. Ole Miss 4 of 7 from the field, Auburn 4 of 5. Moore goes baseline to the basket, lays it in with the right hand.
That was against Allen Flanagan. Moore just took him one-on-one on the baseline. Auburn with 4 of its 11 points from that right baseline so far.
Auburn 5 of 6 from the field. Tigers lead 11-9. Brakefield between the circles. Inside the arc, Flanagan. Allen working on Denver Jones. Right side, Brakefield goes baseline. Inside the arc to the basket. And a 3-second violation against Ole Miss.
Haven't seen that called much nowadays.
I believe that may be the second time we've seen it that I recall. You've called 3 of the games.
I don't think we had one in those 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
11-9 Auburn.
Well, the plan here is to pressure Holloway full court. Murray is in his hip pocket.
7-5 Jamarian Sharp on the low post, replacing Cisse underneath. Out at the top, it's Denver Jones. Into the lane for Jalen. Head fake up with the left hand. Yes.
That's the patented Jalen Williams left hand, just one-hander.
13-9 Auburn. Jalen already with 7 for Auburn. Ole Miss basketball. Brakefield at the top. Right wing pass for Brandon Murray. Gets the ball to Murrell inside the arc on the right wing. Top of the circle for Jalen Murray. Working against Aiden Holloway. Into the key. Right side Brakefield. 6 to shoot. Doesn't use the screen. Drives free throw line. Down to 1. Goes up. Blocked by Broom. Shot clock violation. Ole Miss. Auburn basketball timeout. 15-13 in the first. They're on their feet at Neville Arena because their Auburn Tigers lead Ole Miss 13-9. And Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. the choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Take it from me, basketball season is a grind. That's why it's great to get away and recharge in my Ford F-150 truck. With available Pro Power on board, which lets me use F-150 as a mobile generator, I can enjoy the great outdoors while watching games and highlights on my flat-screen TV. Ah, relaxation. Check out the official truck of the Auburn Tigers at your local Ford dealer and tell them Bruce Pearl sent you. See owner's manual for important operating instructions. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
War Eagle, it's a great day for Auburn Tigers to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccinations during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It's crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are all up to date on all recommended vaccines, including COVID-19 and flu. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Chick-fil-A is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. All Chick-fil-A locations in Alabama proudly support the Auburn Tigers. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
15-13 to go in the first half. Auburn 13, Ole Miss 9. Our first half tonight presented by Southern Union. Conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn, Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Along with Brad Law, Jacob Hillman, I'm Andy Bertram. Our best wishes. Sonny Smith. Sonny ill this week. We hope to have him back on the sideline for that Vanderbilt game at the end of this month. All right, at the timeout break, Auburn goes to its bench for Trey Donaldson, Dylan Cardwell, Chad Baker-Mazara, K.D. Johnson, and Jalen stays on the floor. Jalen, that missed dunk was Jalen's first miss in 19 straight makes. Of course, then he made his next shot. So he's back on a roll.
Wow. Well, the intensity of this game is different than other games this year, Andy. This feels like a top 25 battle.
Both of these teams like to run.
Yeah.
Donaldson across midcourt. Picked up at the top by Jalen Murray. Picks it up underneath Cardwell. Double hand dunk right down the lane.
A little flair to go with it, too.
15-9 Auburn, 15 to make that 14-50 in the first half. Auburn on a 6-0 run. Tigers have made their last 4 from the field. Murray picked up by Chad Baker-Mazara. Now Murrell between the rings. They won't come out very often. They each log well over 35 minutes a game. Murray at the point gets by Mazara, goes up and scores.
Yeah, got by him, and Cardwell didn't leave sharp quickly enough to come help, so a relatively easy floater in the lane.
Jalen Murray, the junior out of the Bronx, New York, with his first bucket of the night. 15-11, Auburn on top. At the free throw line, Jalen Williams spins down the lane, back into the lane, head fake, goes up, ball was blocked out of his hand, and here's Ole Miss on the break. Jalen Murray underneath, Chad Baker-Mazara taps it, Donaldson, ahead KD, to the hole, gets hammered, goes up for the shot, it's basket violation, and he's fouled in the play, and KD goes to the line for the and one. Basket interference, bucket for KD Johnson. Auburn leads 17-11, a foul on the play. And KD goes to the line for the and one. And will they look at the review? It looks like they will.
That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to check to see if it's an intentional foul or flagrant foul.
Now, they also may look at the basket interference on this as well, Brad.
Yeah, they did call it basket interference.
Yes, they did. And it may be a twofold review.
Yeah.
Perhaps the foul and how flagrant it was, and then whether there was basket interference.
You mentioned both these teams like to run.
It's a quick review.
Yeah, it is.
It is a basket. I think that's what they were looking at, whether it was basket interference. The foul, by the way, was called against Jamin Brakefield.
So maybe they weren't even looking to see whether or not it was an intentional
I don't
foul.
think so. I think that the sole reason was it basket interference.
I think you're right.
Goaltending, as we called it back in the 70s.
Back in the 70s.
Right.
That's right. You mentioned both these teams like to run. Ole Miss scores about 13.5 points a game on fast breaks. That's top 50, top 60 in the country. They only give up about 6.5 points per game in transition. So anytime you can sneak in and get a basket on the run like that, it's in your favor.
KD's free throw is good. 79% free throw shooter from the line. 18-11 Auburn. Auburn with pressure after the made free throw. And it's Murray up the floor for Ole Miss against Trey Donaldson. Left wing pass for Brandon Murray. Lobs underneath and an alley-oop to Jamarian Sharp.
I don't know that Cardwell could have stopped it if he was deeper, but he was caught a little too close to the free throw line there with help defense. And
Sharp is 6 inches taller than Dillon.
Exactly.
Well executed by Ole Miss. KD at the top from Donaldson. Left wing, Chaney Johnson. So it's Auburn's second 5 out there right now. Tigers up 18-13. 13-22 in the first. Underneath, Cardwell spun. Ball was tapped out of bounds, and Cardwell touched it last.
Well, the lane is wide open. Ole Miss is pressuring Auburn's guards way out on the perimeter. Several times in this game, we've seen the bigs get into the open spot in the lane and either get behind the defense or just win a one-on-one matchup. They tried it again that time with Cardwell in the middle. He just didn't handle the pass.
Brandon Murray up the floor to Jalen Murray on the right wing. Gets a screen. Murray looks for the give and go, throws it underneath. Brandon Murray to Sharp and off of his hand and out of bounds. They had Sharp open, Brad.
No, he was there, no question. It was a good recovery by Auburn, but Sharp was open. He just fumbled the pass. You know, for a guy who's 7'5", you got to get it up around his waist.
That's right.
And that was just too low for the big guy to go down and get. 4th turnover for Ole Miss.
18-13, Auburn with the basketball. KD, top of the circle. Off the left wing for Chad Baker-Mazara. Top of the circle, KD. 12 to shoot. Auburn looks at the bench. Looks left, directs Baker-Mazara down the left side, gets a screen, bounce pass, Cardwell underneath for Chaney Johnson, and off his hand out of bounds.
That was a no-look pass by Cardwell. Again, they tried to get Chaney flashing on the baseline, and I think Chaney was there just a half step too late.
Sharp out, Cisse is in, the smaller of their 7-footers. Brandon Murray, left wing, skip pass, out of bounds, threw it right over the head of Matthew Morrell.
Well, it's becoming a theme. Whatever the opposition's average turnovers a game, Auburn has been able to extend that. And
they only average 10 a game. Yeah. They've already got 5 in the first half.
Including back-to-back possessions.
Now, Auburn has 3 here in the first half. 18-13. Chaney Johnson, left wing KD, goes baseline around Allen to the hole, reverse layup, and it's blocked out of bounds. Auburn ball with 16 to shoot.
Boy, that was Brandon Murray who got the block, not Cisse.
Auburn out of bounds. Down the left sideline near the corner. Baker-Mazara to Cardwell. Now Chaney Johnson right side of the circle. Underneath for Cardwell. Fouled from behind by Allen Flanagan.
Well, now they've called it once on both ends of the floor.
And the same foul.
Same exact foul, yeah.
Going over the back on an entry pass to the low post.
Exactly right. Ole Miss is really trying to keep Auburn's primary ball handlers from handling the ball. Tight defense on both Holloway and Donaldson.
Inbound into the corner, Chad Baker-Mazara, 17 to shoot. Goes baseline, kicks it out to Chaney Johnson. Chaney a crossover, 18-footer, switch. That's a killer crossover.
Oh, that was sweet.
Auburn by 7, 20-13. Jalen Murray in the center circle. Picked up by KD. To Brandon Murray, outside the arc, left wing. To Allen Flanagan. Head fake. Down the left side of the lane against Chaney Johnson. Fade away off the top of the backboard. To Jalen Murray at the free throw line. To Murrell, almost out of bounds. Back to Jalen with 3 to shoot. Down to 1. Drives, wild shot out of bounds. Auburn ball. Shot clock violation. 6 turnovers against Ole Miss. Auburn ball when we come back. 11:28 in the first. Auburn 20. Ole Miss 13. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
It's almost time to get J.B. Moore-Field rocking, as Auburn softball tickets are now on sale for the 2024 season. Don't miss any of the 36 exciting home games, as head coach Mickey Dean and your 19th-ranked Auburn Tigers are set to host Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Alabama at home this season. There are limited tickets available for all games, and they will sell out quickly. Opening day on the Plains is set for Friday, February 9th versus Virginia Tech, and tickets start at just $10 on AUBTix.com. That's AUBTIX.com. War Eagle!
Things we take for granted, ordinary opportunities for parents and their children, can be a foster child's extraordinary. You have the power to do something positive that will change the life of a young person right here in Alabama. Open your heart and open your home to a foster child today. For more information, visit www.dhr.alabama.gov or call 1-866-64-AL-KIDS. Brought to you by the Alabama Department of Human Resources, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Where Auburn leads Ole Miss 20-13 with 11:28 to go in the first half. Derek Nix, Charles Kelly just introduced for the Auburn football coaching staff.
Derek Nix at an Ole Miss game. Good.
How about that?
Yeah.
Time for a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard, as the only other SEC game going on right now got underway at about 7 o'clock. Florida leading Missouri 34-32 in Como. Tamer Bates has about half of Missouri's points with 15. And then some top 25 action going on. Number 1, UConn is up 19-18 over Villanova with 4:07 to go in the first half. That's a Yellowwood update. Back to Andy and Brad.
20-13 Auburn leads here. Tigers have scored 9 points off of Ole Miss's 6 turnovers. It's the difference in the ballgame. Both teams are shooting very well from the field.
They are. Auburn with 9 points off of 6 turnovers and 3 straight trips down the floor. Now, Ole Miss got a second chance the last time because of an offensive rebound. They have 3 rebounds in the game. They're all offensive rebounds.
Full court pressure by Ole Miss. Chaney Johnson inbound to Donaldson. Double team, gets it back to Chaney, who brings the ball up the floor against Alan Flanagan. Stops shy of midcourt. Now the ball back to Trey with 20 to shoot for Auburn.
They were going to try to double team as soon as the ball got across midcourt. That's a smart move by Donaldson to come get it.
Donaldson right wing inside the arc, back out. 10 to shoot for the Tigers. Auburn by 7. Donaldson working against Jalen Murray. Drives to the basket. Ball is stripped out of there by Brakefield, and here's Ole Miss on the break. Cisse back to Murray. Ball batted out of bounds from behind by Donaldson off of Chaney Johnson. And Ole Miss retains possession with 23 to shoot.
Active hands, and it's going to be intense that way throughout this game.
Auburn is plus 3.8 in turnover margin coming in. Ole Miss plus 3. Inbound to Flanagan, right in front of the Auburn bench. Allen backs up, gets the ball left wing for Jalen Murray. 3-ball, Jalen. Good.
Oh, that was over Cardwell, too.
His 41st 3 of the year. 46% of his shots are threes. He's shooting 45% from 3. Trims the lead to 4. 20-16 Auburn, 10:30 to go in the first. Beka Mazzara against Murray. Picks up the ball into the corner for Donaldson. Drives near the corner. Goes baseline again. Head fake. Up and under. Great pass. Cardwell put it in.
Well, he drew Cisse to him on the baseline. Cisse thought he was going to get a block, and Cardwell was wide open. Terrific vision.
4 points for Dillon. Tigers up 22-16. Ole Miss ball. Jalen Williams, Leor Berman, Janai Broom at the next break for Auburn. Brakefield between the circles. Picked up by Chaney Johnson. Dribbles with the right hand to the right wing. Crossover dribble to the left hand. Brakefield to the corner. Quick 3. Murray didn't get it. Rebound Chaney. Outlet up the sideline. KD Johnson. KD, right wing. Open 3. KD, no. Weak side rebound. Dillon leaves for Chaney. Drives to the hole. Breaker. Mazzara to KD for 3 right wing.
I love the confidence. That's not just a coaching staff that has confidence. That's his teammates having confidence in KD.
He also knows he's about to come out.
That's right. That's true. But you missed that one, you won't miss this one.
Free ball, break field, air ball. He missed by 2 feet. Air ball.
Auburn has Ole Miss sped up a little too much for the Rebels' comfort right now. That's twice in a row. They looked for a three-point shot, and they rushed it, and they missed it.
All right. KD stays in the game. Berman comes in. So does Broom, Holloway, and Jalen. Your Auburn 5. Auburn by 9, 9:18 in the first. Inbound Holloway against the pressure of Jalen Murray. Excuse me, that's against Caldwell, T.J. Caldwell. 25-16 Auburn. Between the circles, Aiden Holloway. Crossover dribble, bounce pass at the top, it's Broom. To Holloway off the left side. Now there's a screen. Give and go, Broom, left wing. Drives underneath, loses the ball, tied up. And Flanagan with a steal for Ole Miss on the break. Allen against Berman to the basket, no, but a foul. And Allen goes down holding his left knee.
Yeah, he immediately grabbed that left knee. Chris Beard is already out on this side of the floor.
Foul, I think, it's against Leor, who never could quite get in front of Allen, now on his stomach. With Chris Beard, the head coach for Ole Miss, and the Ole Miss medical staff out. And gets a nice round of applause as he's able to stand up. Hobbled just a bit, but he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a couple for Ole Miss.
I haven't had a look at a replay, but that looks like what happens when you knock knees.
Yeah, well, we saw that Wednesday night with Janai. Yep. And since he was attended to, he's got to come out of the game now. And Cisse goes to the line for a couple. Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150. It's the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Well, with Allen attended to on the foul by the medical staff, he had to come out. Now Cisse at the line for two. He's 38%. I'm sorry, that's Jamarian Sharp who misses the free throw. He's 57%.
Yeah. Auburn must have been able to choose who shot the free throws.
I think you're right.
Flanagan leads the SEC in free throws attempted and made.
Jamarian again, and he got the second free throw. I think a second has to go off the clock before Al can come back into the ballgame. Auburn up 25-17. Berman, right sideline, front of the Ole Miss bench. Top of the circle, Jalen, left wing. Denver Jones, low post, Broom against Jamarian Sharp. Backs him into the lane. Head fake, up with the left hand. Got it! Nicely played.
Boy, I haven't seen guys better at shooting off balance than Janai Broom. It's a quick turnaround to get vertical when he's leaning to one side and then shoot to the other. You got to be quick against Sharp, and Janai was.
First double-digit lead of the night for the Tigers. Ole Miss ball. Auburn by 10. 8-10 in the first. Break field. Head fake twice against Broom at 3. Now puts it on the floor, drives on Janai. Back door. Shot is up. It's missed. Rebounded by Broom. The miss from Murrell. Auburn the other way, leading by 10. 7:54 in the first. Holloway spins on the baseline, brings it back out to the right wing. Aiden with the between the legs dribble. 14 to shoot for the Tigers. Holloway straight away against Jalen Murray. Screen by Jalen. Head fake. Drives by Brakefield. Step back. Now to the top, it's Holloway. Off the left side, Denver Jones. Quick three. Nope. Air ball. Weak side rebound, Berman. It didn't draw iron. And we go to a timeout break. Ole Miss ball when we come back. 7:29 to go in the first half. Auburn 27, Ole Miss 17. This is the Auburn Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
This is the moment you've been waiting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our home.
When you step onto the court and into the spotlight. The moment to show that hard work and long days pay off. Because when that final shot leaves your hands and we leave our seats, that powerful moment connects us all.
Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Power for a better Alabama.
Southern homes are particularly vulnerable to termites. In this climate, you need guaranteed protection. You need Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. Termites attack the Centricon stations, exposing themselves to an agent that eliminates their entire colony. Upgrade from old-fashioned liquid service to the proven protection of Centricon and Cook's Pest Control. Call Cook's today for a free evaluation.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
Back to Neville Arena for more Auburn basketball.
During the timeout break, Auburn's DeWanna Bonner is being honored at the men's basketball game tomorrow. At the women's basketball game against Alabama at 2, her name and jersey number 24 will be hung. As a matter of fact, it's there. They've just covered it up in the south end zone, I believe it is here. One of the finest basketball players, period, I ever had the pleasure of calling a career. Just a fabulous player and still going strong in the WNBA. Great to see DeWanna here. Hey, no one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM SEC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the regular season into the postseason. Get a free trial. SiriusXM.us/SEC Radio 2023. Auburn by 10, 27-17, 7:29 to go in the first half of play. Turnovers are even at 6 apiece.
And both teams are shooting so well, there's just not a lot of total rebounds to go around right now.
Ole Miss ball following the Auburn turnover. Auburn full court pressure. Murray the inbound to Flanagan. Right back to Jalen Murray. 7:24 and a counting clock in the first. Jalen picked up by Denver Jones. Top of the circle. Bounce pass, Flanagan picked up by Lior Berman. Gets a screen, Lior stays with him. Flanagan between the legs, dribble down the left side of the lane, bumps into Allen, loses the ball. Auburn ball has good defense by Lior Berman. Auburn the other way, Holloway, top of the circle, free throw line, left side underneath Broom. It's blocked out of bounds by Jamarian Sharp.
Yeah, that's going to happen. You got to continue to take it strong to the basket like Janai just did. You're right about the defense on the other end. Auburn is fighting through screens very well tonight. Lior did that, and then Allen gave him a bump, and Lior stood his ground.
Auburn ball, inbound. Denver Jones gets bumped on the inbound pass and loses it out of bounds. That could have been a foul on Jalen Murray. It wasn't. Auburn by 10, 6:58, first half.
Bruce just told the official near side, that's a foul.
Yeah. Flanagan across midcourt for Ole Miss. That's still odd to say. Allen picked up by Berman. Off the left side, Jalen Murray outside the arc to Flanagan. Left side of the lane. Backs his way in. Turnaround jumper. He didn't get it. Rebound Sharp for Ole Miss up with the left hand. He put it in. He just took it away. Yeah. He just took it away from the Broom.
4 offensive rebounds now for Ole Miss in the game.
Jamarian with 5 points on the night. Auburn by 8. Broom. Jones head fake to Broom. Drives. A 15-foot floater. Didn't go.
Sharp affected that shot just by his presence underneath.
Brakefield the other way for Ole Miss. Penetrates. Drives. Left side of the lane. Up with the right hand and good over Broom. 5 points for Brakefield. Cuts the lead to 6. 27-21 Auburn. We approach the 6-minute mark of the first half. Auburn shooting 71% from the field. Ole Miss 53. Holloway, left side of the circle outside. Denver Jones. Long three, Denver. Good.
Man, Denver has come out on fire tonight. He's hit his first 2 shots. Got in some extra work, particularly on the left side of the floor in pregame warm-ups. That one from nearly straight away and very deep.
30-21 Auburn. 5:36 first half. Jalen Murray outside the arc, picked up by Holloway. Between the legs dribble. Off the right side for Brakefield. Head fake at 3 against Jalen Williams. 7 to shoot. Flanagan. Top of the circle. 17-footer. Didn't get it. Rebound tap. Saved by Denver. Holloway on the break. Across midcourt. Drifts off to the right side. Left-hand dribble. Brings it top of the circle where he's picked up by Matthew Morrell. 30-21 Auburn. Holloway. Free throw line. Behind the back dribble. Loses it. Gets it back. Loses it again. Gets it back. Leor Berman. Three. The Berminator! Leor's fourth of the year.
Leor Berman has gone one-on-one defensively against Flanagan 3 straight times down the floor. Allen thinks he can take him. Leor has matched his effort and denied Flanagan 3 straight times down the floor. Defense to offense. That time Leor wide open on the right wing and drilled it.
Stoppage in play. 4:58 in the first. 33-21 Tigers. Biggest lead for Auburn here in the first half. Auburn presses. Brakefield. Inbound to Morrell in the left corner. Now back to Brakefield at 6'8", who brings the ball up the floor for Ole Miss. Senior out of Jackson, Mississippi. Hands to Jalen Murray from the Bronx, New York. Gets a screen from Sharp. They lob it to Sharp, and he dunks it on the give and go.
They got the switch there. Holloway not only behind, but a huge size disadvantage there. So that's an easy deuce for Ole Miss.
7 points early on for Jamarian Sharp. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Auburn by 10. Holloway, 3 ball. Nope, long. Rebound is Sharp with Ole Miss players flying. And here's Ole Miss the other way. Morrell across midcourt. Leaves for Jalen Murray between the circles. Gets a screen, gets a switch. Right wing 3, Morrell. Nope, off the side, missed it. Rebound Leor. Berman ahead, Holloway across midcourt, right sideline. Ayton backs it up on the left-hand dribble. Tigers by 10. We approach the 4-minute mark of the first. Holloway at the right hash. Both teams playing man. Top of the circle, it is Broom. Underneath, Jalen behind the defense. Head fake up and in with a foul.
Ole Miss switched defensively, and they had Murray working on Williams. That's a mismatch in Auburn's favor every time.
And one opportunity when we come back. 3:53 to go in the first. Auburn 35, Ole Miss 23. Stay tuned, friends. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Presenting the all-new Aubie's Kids Club. Benefits include an exclusive Aubie-branded swag box or bag, t-shirt, membership card, access to exclusive Kids Club events, as well as free admission to non-conference baseball, softball, and women's basketball games. Members also get a monthly newsletter from Aubie, a special invitation to Aubie's birthday party, and a personalized birthday card. 2 membership options are available. Learn more and register at Aubie'sKidsClub.com.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, let's go places. Get 3.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota RAV4. Offer valid through January 31st, 2024. 0 down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $29.52 monthly payment for every $1,000 finance. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
It's the classic dilemma at Whataburger. You pick up your all-time favorite patty melt with 2 fresh all-beef patties, melted Monterey Jack cheese, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. And just when you're about to dig into Whataburger's take on this delicious all-time classic, someone utters the dreaded words.
Can I have a bite?
Should you? Shouldn't you? Maybe you should just take a big bite so you don't have to answer. Ooh, glad that dilemma's over. The Whataburger patty melt, just like you like it.
35-23, Auburn on top of Ole Miss with 3:53 until the Connected Sausage halftime report at Neville Arena. Jacob Hillman here with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. They're at the half in Columbia, Missouri, where Florida leads Missouri 37-34. Tamer Bates has 17 points already for the Tigers. Going to top 25 action, number 1 UConn is at Villanova and leads 29-24 at the break at Cameron Indoor Stadium in Durham. Pitt actually has a 38-34 lead on the 7th-ranked Blue Devils. That's a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. We'll have a full check during the Connected Sausage halftime report. Back to Andy and Brad.
Look forward to it, Jacob. 3:53 to go in the first. Auburn 35, Ole Miss 23. Jalen Williams, the leading scorer on the night. He has 9, and he's at the line for the end 1 coming out of the timeout. Following his bucket And the foul against Jalen Murray, his first. Denver Jones, Aiden Holloway, Leor Berman, Jalen Williams, and Janai Broom, the Auburn 5. Murrell, Jalen Williams, Cisse, Brandon Murray, and Flanagan on the floor for Ole Miss, and the free throw is good for Jalen. 36-23. Auburn on top, 3:51 in the first. Ole Miss ball. Murrell between the circles, Jalen Murray. Picked up now by Leor Berman. Behind the back dribble, picks it up. Berman in his face down the right side. Murrell, free throw line, Brandon Murray. Missed it, rebound, whistle, foul. I think it's going to go against Jalen. I think. Nope. I think it goes against Janai. First foul against Janai. Both teams have been whistled for 3. And Jalen will come out. And Chaney Johnson is in for the Tigers. Brandon Murray will trigger baseline left with Broom in his face. He lobs it to Flanagan. Off the left wing. Now to Jalen Murray. Picked up by Janai Broom. Goes baseline around Janai. Leaves for Cisse and loses it. Holloway on the break for Auburn across midcourt. Aiden spins out of traffic. 3:20 in the first. Auburn by 13. Between the circles, Aiden Holloway. Crossover dribble. Twice against Murray. 14 to shoot. Murray stays with it. Now penetrates to the basket off the glass. No. Rebound. Holloway back up. Oh, almost got it, but was fouled in the play.
Well, it is very clear. I mean, that's only the second shot from Holloway in the game. Donaldson doesn't have a shot attempt. So the Ole Miss guards are trying to keep the ball out of the hands of the Auburn point guards. Now they've responded with 6 assists and only 1 turnover so far here in the first half. They've facilitated well.
Credit Aiden for getting that offensive rebound. Yeah. Huh? First free throw is good. War Eagle Plus is here. Sign up for the new streaming video and content platform for Auburn Athletics, offering fan and insiders look into the student athletes and coaches on the Plains. For more information and to sign up, visit WarEaglePlus.com. Sharp in at 7'5", replacing the 7-footer Cisse, as Aiden knocks home both free throws. 38-23 Auburn. K.D. Johnson back into the lineup for Auburn, along with Dylan Cardwell and Chris Moore. Murrell, Brandon Murray. Down the right side, Jalen Murray. Gets the screen, picked up by Cardwell in the switch. Murrell goes baseline, leaves for Flanagan, up from 4, it's good.
They screened the screener, a double screen, and Allen got behind his defender who couldn't fight through his screen, and that left an open lane to the basket.
38-25, Flanagan's first bucket of the night. Auburn ball.
In 5 shots.
K.D. Johnson left wing, goes baseline to the wing for Holloway and a 3. No, little off balance with that shot. And the rebound, Murrell. Brandon Murray at the wing, top of the circle, Murrell. Back to Murray. Down the left side, Flanagan. Picked up by Cardwell. Skip pass, Jalen Murray, 3. Nope, long. Rebound to Chaney Johnson. For Holloway. Left wing, KD. 3. Nope. Weak side rebound, Cardwell. To Holloway. For 3. Got it!
Beautiful ball movement. No dribble after the offensive rebound. Straight back out to Holloway.
41-25 Auburn. Biggest lead of the game for the Tigers, and a reach-in on KD, I think. Yep, goes against KD. They were double-teaming the Ole Miss guard, he and Dylan Cardwell, and KD was called for the foul almost at midcourt. Jalen Williams in. Holloway comes out as Trey Donaldson comes in. Chaney Johnson sits down for Auburn. Trey, KD, Chris Moore, Jalen, and Cardwell, the Auburn 5. Brakefield back into the lineup for Ole Miss. He's at the top against Jalen Williams. Gets a screen. Into the left side, Flanagan working against KD. Backing in KD. Goes baseline, fadeaway. It's good. Nicely played. Bad angle, and he got it in anyway.
We've seen that shot a time or two in this building, haven't we?
41-27 Auburn. A minute 14 in the first half. Back-to-back baskets for Allen Flanagan. Chris Moore penetrates, goes to the top for Cardwell. Now to Donaldson. Trey, left wing, long three. Good.
Oh, they got the switch defensively, and Cisse didn't want to come all the way out there to get him.
He backed off, didn't he?
Sure did.
44-27 Auburn. Jalen Murray at the top for the Rebels. Left wing, Allen Flanagan outside the arc. Head fake twice. Shoots a three over Moore. Didn't get this one. Rebound, Brakefield loses the ball out of bounds. That's Auburn basketball. Yep. Brakefield and KD going for that loose ball. Brakefield got it, but couldn't hold his balance and fell out of bounds.
Well, he was getting a piggyback ride from KD, who was in excellent position.
KD being accommodating out there, Brad.
Sure he was.
Yeah. Chris Moore out, Chad Baker-Mazara in.
The human Tiger Transit.
Yeah. For free. Donaldson across midcourt, right-hand dribble. 44-27 Auburn, half minute to go in the first. Shot clock at 16. Donaldson in the center circle. Shot clock at 13. Auburn puts the offense in motion. Donaldson with 10. Donaldson with 8. Left wing Baker-Mazara. Chad goes baseline. Pull up jumper. Yes! Auburn by 19 points. Final 6 seconds of the first half. Brandon Murray all the way to the hole. Into the corner. Brakefield three. No! And that's the way the first half comes to a close.
Season low first half points for Ole Miss. Tigers hold them to 27. What a half.
Auburn shoots 66.7% in the first half. Goes 6 of 10 for 3. And the Tigers at the break lead Ole Miss 46-27 in the 50th consecutive sellout at Neville Arena. Time now for the Kanaka Sausage halftime report. Here is Jacob Hillman.
The Tigers could not miss. This is the Kanaka Sausage halftime show. Let's go through a full check of the Yellowwood scoreboard, starting with the SEC and those final scores. South Carolina defeated Arkansas at Bud Walton Arena 77-64. The Gamecocks moved to 3-2 in SEC play. Arkansas falls to 1-4. Razorbacks played 13 different guys, and only 2 of them finished with a positive plus-minus. It was Wofford transfer B.J. Mack who led the way for South Carolina with 18 points and 9 rebounds. They shot 53% from the field and was 9 for 18 from 3. They had Kentucky at home on Tuesday. Alabama went up to Knoxville and fell 91-71. Number 6 Balls moved to 4-1 in SEC play. Alabama was the other undefeated team other than Auburn, but they fall to 4-1 in conference play as well. Mark Sears was the only double-figure scorer for the Crimson Tide with 22 points. The problem for Alabama was 9 assists, 22 turnovers. Auburn visits Tuscaloosa on Wednesday night. Vanderbilt went to Starkville. Mississippi State wins 68-55 to move to 2-3 in SEC play. Vandy falls to 0-5. Tolu Smith for the Bulldogs had 25 points and 11 rebounds. Auburn will visit Starkville and the Hump next Saturday. Texas A&M went to the Pete Maravich Center and won 73-69 over LSU. Anderson Garcia off the bench had a double-double. Georgia in Rupp Arena fell 105-96, an absolutely barn burner at Rupp Arena. Number 8 Wildcat shot 62% from the field, including 56% from 3. Trey Mitchell was the leading scorer with 23 points. DJ Wagner had a double-double with 18 points and 10 assists. Going on right now in Columbia, Missouri, it's Missouri and Florida. They're just underway in the second half. Will Richard just made a 3 to make it 48-43 Gators with 16-15 to go in that ball game. Samuel has 13 points total, and it's Tamer Bates leading the way for the Tigers with 23 points. Now looking at some top 25 scores, starting with the finals. Number 2 Purdue defeated Iowa 84-70. Number 3 Kansas visited West Virginia and fell. The Mountaineers set a 6-game losing streak to the Jayhawks behind Raekwon Battles, 23 points and 9 rebounds. It was the most points allowed by Kansas this season. Number 4 North Carolina defeated Boston College 76-66. Number 5 Houston defeated UCF in a low-scoring affair, 57-42. L.J. Cryer had 16 points and 4 steals. Number 9 Baylor fell at Texas. It is difficult to win on the road in the Big 12. Jalen Bridges made a game-tying three-pointer, but Tyrese Hunter, the leader for Texas with 21 points, had the game-winning layup as time expired. Number 12 Arizona hosted UCLA. Fell behind early, but was able to come away with a 77-71 victory. Number 15, Oklahoma, went to Cincinnati, won 69-65. Number 16, Utah State, hosted Fresno State and won 83-62. Number 17, Marquette, visited St. John's in New York and won 73-72. Tyler Kolek, the Big East Player of the Year last year, had 17 points and 11 assists, but he missed 3 free throws towards the end of the game to make that kind of a close contest. Number 18, Creighton, this was the game of the day in Newark, went to Seton Hall and won 97-94 in 3 overtimes. Snapped Seton Hall's 5-game win streak, and Ryan Kalkbrenner, the two-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year, had 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 blocks, showing that defensive force. Number 19, TCU, hosted number 24, Iowa State, and fell 73-72. Number 25, Texas Tech, hosts number 20, BYU, wins that one 84-78, had a 16-point comeback at the half, led by Pop Isaacs, 32 points and 3 steals. 23 of those points came in the second half. Number 21, Dayton, defeated Rhode Island 96-62, and some games in progress right now. Number 1, UConn, leading Villanova in Phillies 36-33 with 16:50 to go there. And Pitt has a 5-point lead over number 7, Duke, with 16:20 to go there. That's a full check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. We'll do it again in the post game. But the spring semester and sports schedule is in full swing now with tons of programs back in action. We'll cover all the happenings and more when we take a look around Auburn athletics. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not end well. To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham, Barbara Dooley.
Vincent had graduated from Auburn and had come back and was coaching, and he was the faculty advisor for the Newman Club. So our first Sunday at Mass, I signed up to join the Newman Club. And he said he looked around the room and thought I needed more instruction and advising than anybody else. And so he asked me out. It didn't go well. It didn't? No. So we didn't have another date till the next year. It was the first Sunday of every school year he would ask me out. He said he was waiting for me to grow up.
A new episode of the Talking Tigers podcast is released every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast, only from the Auburn Sports Network.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
Sausage halftime report. Auburn leads Ole Miss 46-27 at the break. Jacob Hillman here with you courtside at Neville Arena. So we take a look around Auburn athletics, and this look around Auburn athletics is brought to you by Auburn Bank, champions of you. We'll start with some action that already took place this weekend. Swimming and diving went to Tuscaloosa and swept Alabama. The men winning 184.5 to 115.5, and the women winning 167 to 133. Ryan Wakamerka and his crew will wrapped up dual season there, and we'll have one more meet before the Tigers host the 2024 SEC Championships. Auburn will welcome a bevy of competitors for the Auburn Invitational and the First Chance meet February 9th through 10th inside James E. Martin Aquatic Center. That meet is free to attend. Number 12, Gymnastics, had a 197.025 capped off by strong floor scores, 2 9.925s and 2 9.9s against Florida last night. It was another sold-out Neville Arena. We expect to see that the rest of the year. They will travel to number 4 Arkansas next Friday at a time to be determined. Women's basketball hosts Alabama tomorrow at 2 Central. Big-time Britt Bowen, Dr. Larry Teixeira will be on the call on AU 100. That's 100.3 FM. and everywhere on the Auburn Tigers app at 1:45. It is a big day for women's basketball. DeWanna Bonner will have her number 24 hung in the rafters, and that's about 1:50 p.m., so be in your seats early as you attend tomorrow's ball games. Alumni weekend as well, 70s bucket hat, Bonner jersey towel giveaway. It will be a blast in Neville Arena. Let's see if we can come close to that 7,720 number attendance record set last week against LSU. You can find tickets at aubtix.com. Next men's basketball broadcast will be on Wednesday at Alabama. Andy Burcham, Randall Dickey, and Brad Law will have the call beginning at 5:30 at Coleman Coliseum. And then next Saturday, the Tigers will visit Mississippi State. Always be sure to check auburntigers.com and the Auburn Tigers app for full schedules and more information. That look around Auburn Athletics was brought to you by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Again, your score at the half. Auburn 46, Ole Miss 27. We take a look at the first half stats when the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Show continues in a moment.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage, since 1947, a real winner.
This is the moment you've been waiting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our home.
When you step onto the court and into the spotlight. The moment to show that hard work and long days pay off. Because when that final shot leaves your hands and we leave our seats, that powerful moment connects us all.
Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Power for a better Alabama.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings.
Carrier, a proud partner of Auburn Athletics and special needs assistance stations for you. Turn to the experts with Carrier.
The Whataburger Jalapeno Cheddar Biscuit is back. But some folks have yet to try it. So let's not do the thing where we're like, "You've never had a jalapeno cheddar biscuit before?" You know what? It's okay. Let's just invite them to try this flaky, cheesy, and slightly spicy goodness for themselves. The Jalapeno Cheddar Biscuit, available as a sandwich or on its own from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. for a limited time at participating locations. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Top of the circle, it is Broom. Underneath, Jalen behind the defense. Head fake up and in with a foul.
Jalen Williams scored 10 points on 4 of 5 shooting in the first half, including 1 3-pointer. Welcome back to the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Report. Auburn leading Ole Miss 46-27. And now we take a look at the first half stats. And the halftime numbers are brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait, vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Well, the Tigers were white hot from the field in the first half, shooting 67% from the field and 60% from 3. Ole Miss didn't shoot the ball too bad, 46% from the field, but only 22% from 3. The 27 points scored by the Rebels were the lowest in the first half by them this season. Free throws, not many shot in the first half. Fast-paced offense and not a ton of fouls called. Auburn was 4 for 4 from the charity stripe, and Ole Miss was 1 for 2. 7 turnovers for Auburn, 8 for Ole Miss. Auburn turned those 8 turnovers into 11 points. The Rebels scored 6 points off of turnovers. Auburn out-rebounding Ole Miss 15-7, including 6 on the offensive glass. 12 second-chance points for Auburn and 6 for Ole Miss. Points in the paint, Auburn leads by 2, but of course, as you know, the bench points always in Auburn's favor. 20 points to 5 for Ole Miss. Not a deep bench for the Rebels. Leading the way for Auburn in the first half, Jalen Williams with 10 points, but everyone got in on the scoring. 6 points from K.D. Johnson, 3 from Trey Donaldson, 2 from Chad Baker-Bizzara, 4 from Dylan Cardwell. Aiden Holloway had 5. Jedi Broom had 4. Chris Moore had 2. Denver Jones had 5. Leor Berman had a 3. And Chaney Johnson had 2 points. The leading scorer for Ole Miss was the center, Sisse. He had 6 points on 3 of 3 shooting, also had 3 rebounds. So that'll do it for the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Report, and those were your halftime stats. Once again, your score at the half, Auburn 46, Ole Miss 27. We will have second half action from Neville Arena as Auburn looks to stay undefeated in SEC play. With the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham and Brad Law after this.
You've been listening to the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Show. Make Conecuh Sausage part of your game day. Still family owned and made in Evergreen, Alabama since 1947. The second half is 2 minutes away. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
1907. Auburn had no paved roads, no local newspaper, a few automobiles, very little electricity or indoor plumbing, and one bank, Auburn Bank. For all these years, we've had a part in shaping and serving Auburn, Opelika, and East Alabama, a steadfast partner to our customers, meeting financial needs at just the right times. How do we know our community so well? Because we've grown up together. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
Fine dining meets Southern comfort at Vintage 2298, Auburn's newest fine dining restaurant and butcher shop. Chef Randall Baldwin and wife Laura present Gulf cuisine with a Southern flair, made fresh farm to table. Seasonal meats, cheeses, wine, and handcrafted cocktails available next door at the butcher shop. Manager Stephen Jacobs and staff bring a new level of service to local dining at Vintage 2298. Private dining and event space available, as well as awesome tailgate packages found in the butcher shop. Experience Vintage 2298.
Life isn't made for joint or orthopedic pain. It's made for living, for family, for your favorite hobbies, for sports, for morning walks and afternoon playing in the park. If you suffer from joint or orthopedic pain, turn to the experts at the Orthopedic Clinic. Our board-certified surgeons provide cutting-edge surgical procedures and high-quality, innovative services all close to home. Don't let joint or orthopedic pain keep you from doing all the things you love. Visit theorthoclinic.com and schedule an appointment today.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and never owned.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union is offering a 7-month CD at an annual percentage yield of 5.64% and a 13-month CD at an annual percentage yield of 5.38%. Four Seasons Federal Credit Union is the financial institution for you. This promotion is for new deposits only with a $2,500 minimum. Membership eligibility required. Accounts are federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Contact us for more details.
Welcome back to Neville Arena. Auburn 46, Ole Miss 27. Along with Brad Law and Jacob Hillman. Again, our best wishes to our buddy Sonny Smith. Auburn by 19 at the half, biggest lead of the game for Auburn. Ole Miss held to its lowest point total in a first half this season. Previous low was the Memphis game. Auburn ball, Holloway across midcourt. Jalen Murray at the top, off the left wing for Denver Jones. They're extending their defense just a little bit more. Inside the arc, Broom working on Cisse. He lost the ball. It's going to be a jump ball, and Ole Miss will get the arrow.
Yeah, active hands, again, both teams. I mean, these teams combined, we talked about it in the first half, they combined for about 16 or 17 steals per game. So the guards very active with their hands. They cleared out the post for a one-on-one matchup, and then the guard came down to help to knock it away.
8 turnovers apiece in the contest. Ole Miss basketball. Jalen Murray across midcourt. Denver Jones with him to Murrell. 18-footer by Murrell is good.
Auburn switched defensively. Broom on Murrell. He double clutched, but still made the shot under control.
46-29 Auburn at 19-19, second half of play. Holloway gets a screen. Back door for Broom, and he was impeded by Musa Cisse, who picks up his first foul.
Well, Auburn went through the back door twice with success in the first half. When they are extending as much as they are, they're right up on you in this man defense. The opportunity for back cuts or pick and roll will be there. Broom tried that time. Cisse stopped him.
Jalen looking for an inbound. To Broom to the hole. Good. SunSouth drive of the game. SunSouth John Deere, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com.
Broom leaned into the contact, embraced it that time, and finished through it.
48-29 Auburn, just under 19 minutes to go in the second half. Murray, break field, free throw line, Allen Flanagan. Allen backs up against Chris Moore. at the right wing, picks up the dribble. Bounce pass, Brakefield inside the arc, spins on Jalen. Spins again, fadeaway, Brakefield, air ball. Cisse got the rebound, weak side for Ole Miss.
It didn't touch the rim.
Out of time. The byplay between Janai Broom and the coaching staff right now is a little, I chuckle. Auburn basketball to take the lead above 20 for the first time tonight. Austin Nunez into the ball game for the first time, working out at the point against Aiden Holloway. Screen from Broom. 3 ball with contact, missed it. Rebound. Ole Miss. Nunez got it. Up the left sideline for Allen Flanagan. They clear it out for Allen. He drives, ball was kicked. Allen got it back on the right wing. Bounce pass top of the circle for Brakefield. 16 to shoot for Ole Miss. Auburn by 19, Ole Miss ball. Brakefield drives on Jalen to the hole. Jalen blocked it out of bounds.
Boy, I'm not sure how that's not a double dribble. Jalen was calling for it before he put the ball back on the deck.
That was a no-look block.
Yes, it was. Jalen is playing excellent defense.
Inbound, wide open Murrell. Auburn fell asleep.
Yeah, that was no-look defense that time. Holloway just didn't see the guy behind him.
48-31 Tigers, 17:53 in the second half. Holloway across midcourt against Nunez, sophomore out of Garden Ridge, Texas. Drives left side, gets the ball to Denver Jones, right back to Aiden at the top. Auburn leads by 17. Holloway, screen from Broom. Picks it up, baseball pass. Jalen drives, head fake, up. Didn't get it. Had the rebound, lost it. Out of bounds off of Ole Miss. I think they may reverse this one. I think it's off of Ole Miss, and it is Auburn ball. The initial indication gave the ball to Ole Miss. 17:29 in the second. Auburn 48, Ole Miss 31. Jalen inbound, Broom inside the arc, left wing. Now to Holloway, 15 to shoot for the Tigers. Aiden looking for a screen. There it is, gets it. Drives past Cisse and lobs it right down the basket.
Aiden has shown you step back ability, and they're under control driving the lane.
50-31 Auburn again. Brakefield between the circles. Couple dribbles with the right hand. Maintains that dribble. Picked up by Jalen there. Bounce pass. Free throw line Murrell against Chris Moore. Murrell, top of the key. Now to Flanagan inside the arc against Denver Jones. Down the right side of the lane. Fadeaway, short. Rebound, Broom. Ahead, Denver with Moore. Denver lobs it. Moore put it up and didn't have control. Here's Ole Miss the other way. Brakefield ahead for Murrell. Kicks it to the corner. Nunez penetrates to the hole. Lobs it. And Cisse is there for the double hand dunk.
That was a 5-on-4 pretty much the entire way down the floor. Auburn did its best to recover but couldn't.
Auburn 50, Ole Miss 33, 16-20 in the second half of play. Holloway working on Nunez. Gets a screen from Jalen. Right wing for Moore. Low post for Jalen. Too far and out of bounds. That'll bring Chad Bacon-Mazzara in. Chris Moore comes out for the Tigers. Ole Miss goes to Jamarian Sharp on the low post, replacing Cisse. And back into the lineup is Brandon Murray, replacing Brakefield for the Rebels. Inbound, Brandon Murray, now to Flanagan up the floor, right up the middle of the floor, Allen between the circles. Right wing, Murray, low post, Broom, 2, Sharp in the corner, 3 ball, Murrell, no. Rebound, whistle foul. It's gonna go against Sharp, vying for rebounding against Broom. First foul on Sharp, second foul on Ole Miss in the half.
I like the toughness that Janai has shown tonight battling on the boards. It may not wind up being a double-digit rebound game for Janai, but he's held his own against much taller centers for Ole Miss.
Auburn by 17, Tiger ball. Nunez against Holloway. Bounce pass, Chad Bacon-Mazzara. Holloway, Bacon-Mazzara, left wing, low post, Broom. Saved by Ole Miss. Rebels the other way. Nunez at the left wing for the Rebels. Kicks it to the corner, Murrell against Jalen. Penetrates through the lane. He stepped on the end line and out of bounds. Auburn ball. 15:35 to go in the second half and a timeout on the floor. Auburn 50, Ole Miss 33. Second half tonight presented by Wind Creek Hotel and Casino. With 3 Alabama locations in Atmore, Montgomery, and Wetumpka. You can escape every day at Wind Creek Hotel and Casino and online at windcreek.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
With Vizzy's vibrant dual flavors, the vibe is yours to decide.
I'm thinking Vizzy Refreshingly Berry. A round of blackberry lemon at the bar?
Could be good. Maybe Vizzy Vibrantly Tropical.
You always say vibrantly tropical.
Come on, a cooler full of papaya passion fruit on the beach?
Oh yeah, that's a vibe. I'm down.
Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Flavor for every vibe. Naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Molson Coors Beverage Company. Milwaukee, Wisconsin flavored beer.
This year, wouldn't you like to stop feeling self-conscious about your receding hairline or thinning hair and to start feeling confident with the way you look? Millions of men and women around the world trust Hair Grow from New Nordic as an effective way to get thicker-looking hair. Hair Grow is backed by an exclusive U.S. patent and is clinically proven to promote more hair growth. One actual Hair Grow customer writes, "After trying Hair Grow for a month and a half, my hair began to grow and thicken with no breakage when combing or shampooing. My hair is beginning to look great." Another writes, "A friend of mine noticed lots of increased hair growth. I couldn't be happier with the results and highly recommend this product for anyone with thin hair." Start looking and feeling your best with Hair Grow. Ask for Hair Grow at your local Walgreens or shop online at Amazon.com or NewNordicUSA.com. That's new, NORDIC USA.com. Amazon, or ask for Hair Grow at your local Walgreens. New year, new you, New Nordic.
Alabama Power is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Alabama Power. Power for a better Alabama.
Never get used to saying that. I love it. Auburn 50, Ole Miss 33.
We don't take it for granted, that's for sure. This is now the standard, but it doesn't mean that you take it for granted or don't appreciate it.
Half a hun and consecutive sellouts at Auburn.
It's the place to be.
Yes, Dylan Cardwell, Chad Baker-Mazara, Trey Donaldson, Cheney Johnson, K.D. Johnson on the floor right now. Jamarian Sharp, Nunez, Flanagan, Brandon Murray, and Matthew Morrell for the Rebels. Full court pressure by Ole Miss. The inbound Chad Baker-Mazara. Double teamed in a little bit of trouble. Lobs it ahead for Cardwell. Across midcourt for KD. Skip pass. Donaldson on the right wing. Had to go up like a safety and pull that one in with the right hand.
Rocket man.
Donaldson lobs it left side. Chad Baker-Mazara picked up by Flanagan. Drives around. Allen lobs it underneath. Two-hand slammerino by Cheney Johnson.
That's a beautiful look by Chad Baker-Mazara. His strength is driving with his left hand. Ole Miss knows that, so they go to cut him off, and he found Cheney Johnson for the hammer.
52-33 Auburn. Shot is by Murrell, is missed on the weak side. Tapped up, missed by Sharp. Rebounded by Donaldson. Ahead KD. Outside the arc, low post Cardwell. Top of the circle, Chad Baker. The three-point maker!
Well, one trick down the floor, the nifty assist. That time, Dylan found the open man. Cardwell with the assist, and Baker-Mazara the three.
55-33, biggest lead of the night for Auburn. 19 to shoot for the Rebels. 14:29 on a counting clock in the second. Brandon Murray on the wing, picked up by Cardwell. Drives on Dylan, shoots over Dylan and missed it short. Rebound Cheney Johnson on the floor to Donaldson.
This is only the second time this year Ole Miss has trailed by 20 points or more.
Donaldson across midcourt. Baker-Mazara trying to come up to the top of it, and he was held by Austin Nunez out of Wagner High School in Garden Ridge, Texas. A transfer from Arizona State, one of several on this Ole Miss squad. One of the reasons they're so much improved are these transfers that are in, including Auburn's Allen Flanagan. Auburn ball by 20, like that 22. KD at the top, penetrates, blows right past Murray, leaves it Cardwell, one dribble, slam with the two hands, and one. Oh my. That was one dribble, clear the way, and get ready below.
And was it, Murray wanted no part. After they cleared Sharp, Murray was not about to stop.
Great
Cardwell.
pass, KD.
Yeah.
To Cardwell.
Auburn has had a lot of success driving, drawing the defense, and dishing.
Free throw by Dillon is good. That's 5 in a row by Dillon from the free throw line, and Auburn has opened up its largest lead of the night, 58-33. Shooting 65.7% from the field. Urel inside the arc against Dillon. 8-0 run by Auburn. They throw it away to Chad Baker-Mazzara. Lobs it right side. Dillon, or rather Donaldson, penetrates into the lane. Kicks it out to the top for Cardwell. Back to Donaldson. 20 on the shot clock for Auburn. 58-33 Tigers. Donaldson backs it up on the left-hand dribble. Bounce past Chad Baker-Mazzara. Screen from Dillon. Off the right side. Baseline. Chaney. 7 to shoot. Chaney. Underneath Cardwell. Head fake. Double hand dunk. 9 for Dillon. 10-0 run for Auburn. 60-33 Tigers.
This is beautiful basketball.
It is. Murray between the rings. Got a screen. Double teamed. Right side Murrell. Low post Sharp. Sharp fouled for Dillon. Auburn got a little too aggressive. Can you blame him?
Auburn is making the extra pass.
Brad, look at the guys on the floor during this 10-0 run right now.
Yeah.
It's the second bunch.
Yeah. It's relentless.
Yeah. Cardwell out. Broom comes in.
Auburn is just a relentless basketball team.
Foul against Trey Donaldson is his first. It's Auburn's first of the half. Ole Miss ball out of bounds. The inbound out of Flanagan. Back into the lineup. Drives on KD, who got him with the hand on the drive.
Well, Auburn went the first 7 minutes without a foul called against it. 4 had been called on the Rebels. You figured it would even out.
Yeah. Inbound Broom knocked it right back out of bounds.
I mean, they make an entry pass difficult.
Inbound, Flanagan pinned on the baseline, lost it. Donaldson ahead, Broom and Chaney Johnson. Chaney to the hole, pangs, he missed it. Broom with the tap in on the weak side.
Baker-Mazzara started it with the strip on one end.
Flanagan baseline left, cut off by Chad Baker-Mazzara. Auburn leads by 29. Underneath, ball deflected out of bounds by KD. My goodness gracious.
And Ole Miss calls timeout.
12:35 to go in the second half. It is the largest lead of the night for Auburn. Tigers 62, Ole Miss 33. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
WJDB 95.5 FM in Thomasville, where the Auburn Tigers and Atlanta Braves have played for over 35 years. We're Southwest Alabama's favorite radio station, home of the Hound Dog and Hot Country since 1956. The Morning Rush with Trey Rowell, weekdays beginning at 5 a.m. Local high school sports and outdoor programming. It's radio the way it was meant to be. Follow us on Facebook or listen online anywhere at WJDB955.com.
By now, your daily routine is probably a little too routine. Don't you want to change? Don't you want to start playing by your own rules and escape the routine so your fantasy becomes reality? Where every night is an adventure, where new flavors are ready to be tasted, where it feels like you're a winner. Take a chance. Reward yourself. Make your routine anything but routine. Escape every day at Wind Creek Casino and WindCreekCasino.com.
This is the moment you've been waiting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our home.
When you step onto the court and into the spotlight. The moment to show that hard work and long days pay off. Because when that final shot leaves your hands and we leave our seats, that powerful moment connects us all.
Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Power for a better Alabama.
Tigers as they lead Ole Miss 62-33. Chris Beard wanted a timeout, and we are going to check the Yellowwood scoreboard. Florida in Columbia leading at 63-52. Taylor Bates has 25 points for the Tigers, but he's the one keeping them in that ball game. Top 25 scoreboard. Number 1 UConn has taken a 51-44 lead over Villanova with 7:52 to go. there. And Pitt still leads number 7 Duke, 61-60 at the under 8 timeout in Durham. Back to Andy Burcham in Brow-Law.
12:35 to go in the second half. Auburn 62, Ole Miss 33. Auburn has outscored Ole Miss 16-6 in the second half, and as Jacob mentioned, the Tigers are on a 12-0 run in the last 2:38. Auburn has made 5 of its last 6 field goals. Ole Miss ball out of bounds, baseline right. Broom will tower over Jalen Murray to trigger. Inbound Brakefield against KD. Top of the circle, Allen Flanagan against Cheney Johnson. Into the lane, lost it. Ball is loose. KD ahead, saves it. KD to the hole, reverse. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! KD Johnson! Auburn by 31, 64-33. Goodness gracious. Brakefield nearly stolen from behind. Jalen Murray on the left wing. Shoots a 3 over the top of Cheney Johnson and knocks it home. That stopped the 14-0 run by Auburn. 64-36 Tigers.
I don't know what to say.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
Donaldson walks it across midcourt for the Tigers. Gets a screen from Broom. Right wing, Chad Baker-Mazara. Low post, Broom. They don't have a big underneath him. He puts up a fadeaway, didn't get it. Rebound to the floor, and it comes to Flanagan. Allen up the floor, behind the back dribble, top of the circle. Bounce pass into the baseline to the free throw line. Mitchell up with a shot, didn't get it. Rebound Cheney. Outlet, Chad Baker-Mazara up the left sideline. Chad Baker drives past Caldwell, lobs it underneath. Broom to the hole, missed the bunny, but got fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
That's going to drop Janai's shooting percentage down to 50% for the game. He's 4 of 8 now, but he did earn the trip to the foul line.
11:13 to go. Second half, Auburn 64, Ole Miss 36. Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for... Aw, Jim!
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
We're still on the air.
Hello, this is Coach Hugh Freeze. They say Coke Zero Sugar is irresistibly tasty. Does that make it the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself. War Eagle.
Hi, my name is Alani. A little thing I like about the Spicy Deluxe sandwich is that you taste the crunch, you taste the pepper jack cheese melting, and you taste the spicy flavors in the sandwich. I'm telling you, 10 out of 10.
Hi, my name's Enrique. A little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's Spicy Deluxe sandwich is you get that rich flavor of the chicken and definitely that nice, tangy, warm bite. It's the perfect harmony of spiciness and taste.
Order the Spicy Deluxe sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not end well. To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
A look at the defensive statistics is brought to you by Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. You don't have to live with termites.
Let's work. Eugene Asante, the celebrity end. What good to have him back on the ball club for this coming season. Auburn up 64-36. Well, Auburn's defense tonight, Brad, has been outstanding. While Auburn is shooting 26 of 40 from the field. Ole Miss is 16 of 37. Auburn has out-rebounded at least on the low post, the taller Rebels, 21-12.
Now they're plus 12 points in the paint, and off those turnovers, Auburn has turned Ole Miss over 13 times. They've turned those into 19 points. Auburn's given it away 10 times, but Auburn's recovered. Rebels have only scored 8 points off of those turnovers. So defensively, Tigers are doing a terrific job. They've only blocked 1 shot, but they have 6 steals, and they are limiting Ole Miss in the second half to just 4 of 11 shooting.
Rashad Marshall was called for the foul against Janai Broom. Before the timeout, Janai at the line for a couple. Broom on the night, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists for Big Janai. Free throw is good. 6'10" junior from Plant City, Florida, transferred to Auburn from Morehead State a year ago. Free throw. Got the kind roll.
How about that?
Hit the iron, bounce straight up, hit the iron, bounce through. Berman, by the way, checking into the Auburn lineup for the timeout break. Auburn by 30, 66-36. Bounce pass Marshall from Flanagan. Marshall faces the basket. Now to the wing for Allen. Flanagan goes baseline to the hole, hangs, shoots, missed it, and was fouled on the play, I think, by Leor.
Allen is looking to shoot again. He had 17 shot attempts in their game against LSU last time out. That was his 8th. He's attempted 8 shots here tonight.
Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit Mindy at paradise.com. Flanagan, outstanding from the free throw line at 81%. Makes the first.
Said it earlier, more makes and attempts than anybody else in the SEC.
Allen knocks home both. 66-38 Tigers, 10:52 in the second half. Holloway across midcourt, guarded closely by Austin Nunez. Bounce pass Broom outside the arc. Lobs it underneath, was trying to get it to Jalen, didn't get there. Here's Caldwell the other way for Ole Miss. Works on Berman in the lane. Kicks it onto the wing from Urel. Guarded by Denver. Gets a step on him. Haynes goes up and draws the foul. I don't know if they got Denver or Janai.
I thought they got Janai. Let's see. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. If they got Janai, it looked like all ball.
Yeah.
Second foul in Broom. Urel 73% from the line, and he makes the first. Averages 17.4 points a game. He only has 7 so far. This guy can go off quickly for the Rebels.
Ole Miss shoots 75% as a team at the free throw line. I think you're going to see them try to drive it more and score with the clock dead.
Well, we saw Vanderbilt do that Wednesday night.
And LSU did that to a degree when they got down big. That's it. When you get down by this much, that's the only way to get back in.
Auburn breaks the press. Berman to the free throw line. Bounce pass to the top for Holloway. Auburn 66, Ole Miss 40. Holloway at the top against Nunez. There's the screen from Broom. Left wing Leor. Head fake at 3. Pops the 3. Missed it. The weak side rebound pulled in by Flanagan. Allen quickly up the floor. Drives into the lane and a whistle. And a blocking foul on Denver Jones. That's a foul 3 straight times down the floor against Auburn. First foul on Denver. Ole Miss ball out of bounds baseline right. Fouls are even at 5 apiece at the 10:02 mark of the second half, with Auburn up by 26. Inbound Broom. Saved it. He knocked it off of the inbound man, and Auburn gets the ball. Broom tapped it right back on Nunez, who was still out of bounds.
Second time tonight that Janai has tipped an inbound pass, that time right back to Nunez.
Ottaway up the floor against Nunez. Hayden behind the back dribble, crossover dribble. Bounce pass, Broom, top of the circle. Now drives off the left side. Working on Marshall there. To Denver Jones on the wing. Denver drives, free throw line, lobs it to the hole. It didn't go. Rebound to Jalen, up and in. And count it with a foul on the play.
Well, I thought Denver might have gotten hit on his way up, but Auburn could, and I also thought there might have been basket interference, the ball on the rim, but Jalen did a good job in position to get the offensive rebound and put back.
His first points of the second half. Jalen on the night, 12 points into rebound. Foul was against Caldwell, his first of the night. Free throw by Jalen. Yep. 69-40 Auburn. 9:36 in the second. Auburn has led by as many as 31 here in the second half. Murrell taken away by Broom. And then Murrell took it right back. Up the right sideline, Flanagan centers it, top of the circle. Allen inside the arc, backs up, head fake against Jalen. Left side, it's Murrell, 18-footer, no. Weak side rebound, Berman, and he's fouled. Berman fouled by T.J. Cardwell, his second. And that puts Leor at the line for a 1 and the bonus.
That's what we call a box out. Leor was in excellent position, and Caldwell way too physical trying to slap the ball away.
Leor has 3 points and 2 rebounds, but let me tell you what, his defense tonight has been superb.
Did a terrific job against Flanagan and others. But in particular, his stretch against Allen in the first half when Auburn lengthened its lead.
One in bonus, rattles in by Leor, the summa cum laude industrial design graduate. Missed the second. Rebound, Berman. Out to the wing, Holloway. Auburn by 30 with the basketball. Holloway, bounce pass, Broom, top of the circle. Picked up by Cisse. Janai, 7 to shoot. 3 ball straight away. Bank it in! Night, night! Oh! 73-40, Broom blocks it at the other end. Listen to this crowd. Listen to this crowd, would you? Ole Miss, inbound, Caldwell in the right corner. Spins to the baseline, out to the top. 3 ball straight away, it's missed. And then Jalen pushed off Cisse to get the rebound. Second foul on Jalen Williams. Auburn with 8 threes on the night. Auburn's most threes this season. You remember?
They've had double digits, I think, 4 times.
3 ball in the corner. It's missed by Ole Miss, rebounded by Broom. 14 against Indiana. Auburn season high. Bounce pass. Jalen cut off on the right side of the lane. Loops out to the top of the key. Picks up the dribble. Left wing Denver. Low post Broom. Whips a pass to Berman. Top of the circle Jalen. 13 to shoot. Auburn. Tigers up 73-40. On the way to the hole. Holloway pinned against the backboard. Basket interference against Cisse. Holloway gets the bucket.
The danger in guarding Holloway so far out is that if he gets a step and gets around you, there's a lane to the basket.
75-40 Auburn. 8-10 second half. Murray backs up against Denver Jones. Right side Allen. Flanagan picks up the dribble. Top of the circle Brakefield. Behind the back dribble. Against Broom, head fake once. Goes up and under and got it. Nicely played.
Yeah, he stayed with it. He didn't get rushed despite the fact that Broom was all over him.
75-42 Auburn. 7:46 in the second. Holloway across midcourt. Bounce pass Broom, top of the circle. Janai hands back to Holloway. Down the left side. Steps back out. Right hand dribble. 13 to shoot.
Give him a little more
Holloway,
space.
Yeah. 10 to shoot. 9 to shoot. Gets a lane to the basket. Gets bumped. Head fake. Into the baseline. To the wing. Denver. To Broom. Another 3. Didn't get that one. And the rebound to Ole Miss. Flanagan pulls it out. Allen up the floor. All the way to the basket. Whistle and a foul. I think against Leor will take us to a timeout break. 7:15 to go in the second half. Auburn 75, Ole Miss 42. This is the Auburn Sports Network for Play-Play.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh gift shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
With Vizzy's vibrant dual flavors, the vibe is yours to decide.
I'm thinking Vizzy Refreshingly Berry. A round of blackberry lemon at the bar?
Could be good. Maybe Vizzy Vibrantly Tropical.
You always say vibrantly tropical.
Come on, a cooler full of papaya passion fruit on the beach?
Oh yeah, that's a vibe. I'm down.
Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Flavor for every vibe. Naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Molson Coors Beverage Company. Milwaukee, Wisconsin flavored beer.
Hey there, Bob Baumhauer here. Baumhauer's Victory Grill is your big game headquarters all fall long. And with our new fall features, every day is game day at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Try our pregame starters, including our homemade onion strings, always fresh hot lips, and our all-new Buffalo Dippin' Chicken appetizer. Our main events include incredible chicken, fish, and shrimp selections, always featuring local Alabama Gulf seafood. And don't forget our Sunday Blitz, 11 to 6. Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Legendary fun, legendary food.
Auburn 75, Ole Miss 42. Jacob Hillman here courtside at Neville Arena. Before we check the Yellowwood scoreboard, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Checking the Yellowwood scoreboard, brought to you by Great Southern Wood. In Columbia, Missouri, Florida leads Missouri 73-61. Tamer Bates has 34 points for the Tigers, but it's probably not going to be enough. There's 2:57 to go in that ball game as Micah Handelgotten has a double-double with 10 points and 12 rebounds. In top 25 action, it is a good one brewing at Cameron Indoor Stadium. Pitt leads Duke 72-69 with 1:47 to play in action. That's a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. We'll do a full run-through on the Regis Bank postgame show. Back to Andy and Brad for the story.
It's a big old toga party here tonight at Neville Arena. Auburn 75, Ole Miss 42. Rebels, Allen Flanagan at the line to shoot a couple. Auburn's done a nice job on Allen. He has 6 points on 2 of 9 shooting. 3 rebounds for the Auburn graduate. He and his father, Wes, both Auburn grads, outstanding players for the Auburn Tigers. And Allen's free throw is good. 7 on the night for Allen. Auburn 75, Ole Miss 43. 7:15 in the second half, and Flanagan makes both. Auburn 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Ole Miss 7 of 8. Trey Donaldson across midcourt for the Tigers. Picked up by Matthew Morrell. These same two teams play again February 3rd in Oxford. Donaldson, 3-ball. Long. The rebound is Cisse for the Rebels. Now Allen up the floor. In the key, behind the back dribble, left wing for Brandon Murray. Top of the circle for Allen. They faked twice. Now picked up Trey Donaldson in a switch. Spins underneath. Jamarian Sharp ball, or Cisse ball just taken away. But Cardwell threw it away. Here's Ole Miss ball, and Flanagan lays it in on the left side. A 4-point run for Ole Miss in the second half.
They get back to within 29.
Now, 75-46 Tigers. Trey Donaldson off the left side. Gets a screen from Cardwell. Lobs it for Dillon, who couldn't get in the dunk. And here's the Rebels the other way. Flanagan, left side. Brakefield spins, shoots over KD and missed it. Rebound Cardwell. Donaldson up the floor for the Tigers.
Auburn a little bit loose the last couple of times down the floor.
Donaldson, a screen from Cardwell, leaves for Dillon. Bounce pass, Chaney Johnson against Furell. Turnaround jumper, good.
That time an offensive set. Johnson posted up, they fed him, and an under control turnaround right-hand jumper.
Yeah, that was a mismatch in Chaney's favor, and he took advantage. 77-46, drive to the hole, off the left side, foul. Chaney, I think. Nope, KD. Third foul against KD Johnson. Jamarian Sharp comes back into the lineup. So does TJ Caldwell for the Rebels. And Rashad Marshall. Flanagan comes out as well. Nunez back into the lineup for Ole Miss. And Brandon Murray is at the line for one and bonus. 89% free throw shooting for the Germantown, Maryland native. First free throw missed. Oh, Sharp pushed off for the rebound, and then he was fouled on the play.
Yeah, Chaney's pleading his case.
Yeah, he got pushed pretty good.
Yeah. And he missed the 7-5 guy shoving somebody.
5:31 in the second. Auburn 77, Ole Miss 46. For every Auburn 3-point, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services donates $25 to Coach Pearl's Outlive Cancer Initiative, benefiting local cancer patients and treatment centers. Auburn with 8 threes tonight. Free throw by Sharp is missed. 7 points for Jamarian Sharp. Second free throw is good. He is the tallest player in Division I basketball. Ole Miss has the shortest player in Division I basketball on their bench. 5'5" Cam Brent. Jamarian is 2 feet taller. Katie Johnson drives to the hole, hangs, goes up, missed. Rebound Jamarian Sharp. Outlet up the right sideline, TJ Caldwell. Pull up jumper by Caldwell, in and out. Rebound Sharp. Out to the top, Brandon Murray for 3. Nope. Rebound to Caldwell. Lost it. Brandon Murray has it. Whistle and a foul. Caldwell, whistle for the foul. We were on a pretty good clip to get out of here a little bit early.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
You know, I don't have the explanation for it, but doesn't it seem like the second half of games, really all over the country, is much more tightly officiated than the first half of games? And I don't know why that is.
Brandon Murray, first of 2. Good. Transfer from LSU and Georgetown. He was 2022 all-freshman team in the SEC at LSU. And their starter, a starter at Georgetown last year. He makes both free throws. 77-49 Auburn. Auburn against the press. Chaney Johnson bumped almost across midcourt. Gets tied up. Loose ball. Ole Miss basketball. Nunez underneath. Shot is up and in by Caldwell. 77-51 Auburn. 4:42 in the second. Donaldson loops it out as he breaks the press. Picked up by Nunez. Lobs to Caldwell, top of the circle. Back to the left side for Donaldson to Katie Johnson. Katie, top of the circle, leaves for Caldwell. Goes up for the shot. And out of bounds off of Dillon. Auburn wanted a foul as Dillon went in. Didn't get it. 4:22 in the second half. Auburn 77, Ole Miss 51. Rebels with the basketball. Brandon Murray. Top of the circle for Nunez. Back to Brandon. Into the corner, 3 ball. Caldwell missed. Rebound Sharp. Out to the top for Murray. He'll pop another 3. This was good. Rebels on a 6-0 run. 77-54 Auburn. 3:51 in the second half. Donaldson breaks the press and now sets up the offense. 19 to shoot for Auburn. 3:45 second half. 77-54 Tigers. Donaldson screen from Chaney Johnson. Off the left side. To Caldwell at the top of the key. Dillon, couple dribbles, hands the ball to Katie Johnson. 5, down to 4, down to 3. Lubes in, underneath for Caldwell, threw it away. Caldwell the other way for Ole Miss. Auburn by 23. Tigers have led by as many as 35. Drive. Caldwell to Marshall. 13 to shoot for the Rebels. Nunez walks up to Donaldson. Drives down the right side of the lane. Head fake there. Cut off by Chaney. Right wing 3 ball. Missed. Rebound underneath. Caldwell back up. Missed. Rebound to Katie Johnson for Auburn. Covers up the basketball. Gets the ball to Trey Donaldson with 3. Make that 2:51 to go. 77-54 Auburn. Donaldson between the rings. Top of the circle, Chaney Johnson. Back to Donaldson. Top of the circle, KD. 8 to shoot, 3 ball. KD, no. And the rebound, Jamarian Sharp. He had to have to jump for a rebound at 7-5, doesn't he?
Tiptoes.
Nunez, top of the circle for the Rebels. Left wing with a left-handed pass to Brandon Murray. Goes baseline, KD stays with him. Tries to back in KD. And a charge.
He hooked him.
Yeah. And he threw an elbow, too.
Yeah, he did.
Second foul on Brandon Marshall. Timeout on the floor. Auburn ball when we come back. 2:16 to go. Auburn up 77-54. And Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Say War Eagle instead of hello? See tigers in the clouds? Never wear crimson and white together? If so, there's no better way to show your tiger pride than with the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card and prepaid Regents Now card. As passionate as you are about Auburn, Regents is even more passionate about celebrating your every financial win and helping you plan for the next one. To order your card, visit regents.com/GoTigers. Regents, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Hey there, Bob Baumhauer here. Baumhauer's Victory Grill is your big game headquarters all fall long. And with our new fall features, every day is game day at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Try our pregame starters, including our homemade onion strings, always fresh hot lips, and our all-new Buffalo Dippin' Chicken appetizer. Our main events include incredible chicken, fish, and shrimp selections, always featuring local Alabama Gulf seafood. And don't forget our Sunday Blitz, 11 to 6. Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Legendary fun, legendary food.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, let's go places. Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE for $339 a month for 39 months. Offer valid through January 31st, 2024. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. 3638 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank Post-Game Show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now, back to the game.
2:16 to go. Auburn 77, Ole Miss 54 in their swag serpent here at Neville Arena. Auburn basketball brought to you by East Alabama Health. With more than 80 positions added in the past 5 years, they're growing their healthcare team to meet the growing needs of Auburn, Opelika, and the surrounding area. I don't think they were swag surfing much in the 70s, but that doesn't matter right now, does it? No, it really doesn't.
This, you know, despite the last couple of minutes, I don't even put this run that Ole Miss is on right now in the same category as what LSU and Vanderbilt did the last two games before this. I mean, Auburn led by 31 points. And they've gotten a little sloppy with the second unit offensively, and I like the teaching opportunity here. Aiden Holloway and Denver Jones are the only two out of the first five. Jalen and Janai, I don't think are coming back into this game. They're going to get a little extra rest before Tuscaloosa Wednesday.
Wednesday night, Auburn and Alabama from Tuscaloosa. Randall Dickey joins me in the T-Town. Holloway, bounce pass. Chad Baker, Mazzara left wing. Outside the arc, Chad Baker. Top of the circle, head fake, low post pass. Cardwell, it goes out of bounds. Touch last by Ole Miss. 1:56 to go in this one. Auburn up by score 77-54. 10 on the shot clock. Bounce pass. Baker throws it. It is out of bounds off of Ole Miss's Austin Nunez. 8 to shoot for Auburn. Turnovers will be something that Bruce Pearl will point to. Auburn with 16 tonight. Ole Miss with 17.
And a lot of those in the last 5 minutes.
Top of the circle, Denver Jones straight away three. Didn't get it. Rebound sharp for the Rebels. Outlet Nunez. Into the corner. Drive to the hole, Caldwell. He put it up, he didn't get it. Rebound up and in by Marshall. Rebels right now on a 10-0 run. With 1:40 to go, and they've trimmed Auburn's lead to 21. Tigers have led by as many as 35 here in the second half. Free throw from Caldwell is good. Auburn doesn't have anybody over 22 minutes played tonight. Jalen has 22 and he's on the bench. Up the floor, Holloway. 19 to shoot, backs it up. 1:28 second half. Aiden kicks it to the corner. Denver to the top for Chaney. Gets bumped, drives anyway. Good pass. Cardwell up and in with a foul on the play.
And he's in double figures.
He has 11. This free throw would tie his career high of 12 that he set Wednesday. Dillon on the night, 5 of 6 from the field. Free throw by Dillon. Got it. 12 points in back-to-back games for Dillon Cardwell. (80-57) Tigers. Nunez between the circles with 1:10 to go. Left wing Caldwell working on Chaney Johnson. Caldwell, whistle foul. Chad Baker-Mazara foul to Marshall, who was trying to set up for a screen. First foul on CBM. And here comes Darren Scott, Jalen Harper, Blake Mashalik, and the scholarship man, Carter Sobera, after this first free throw. It is missed.
Oh, Gooey Fry's on the line now.
Gooey Fries, Gooey Fries, Gooey Fries. You don't have to be quiet now, do you?
No, you don't. This isn't the Masters, it's Happy Gilmore.
And he makes the free throw, breaks everybody's heart. 80-58 Tigers, under a minute to go. Mashalik in the backcourt. Breaks the press across midcourt, between the legs dribble, brings it top of the circle. Blake picked up by Nunez, spins, brings it top of the circle, double screen, great pass, Scott to the hole. Yes! Darren Scott over the 7'5" Jamarian Sharp.
He just muscled it up over him.
82-58 Tigers. Down to the baseline, drive to the hole, wild shot and foul by Darren. And it will be Rashad Marshall back at the line for 2. Let's see. 13 points apiece for Jalen Williams and Janai Broom. They are Auburn's leading scorers tonight. You can score points too with the Chick-fil-A app. Download or open the app to place an order. Earn and redeem points with the Chick-fil-A app. War Eagle, eat more chicken. First free throw is good by Marshall, so we don't have the drama of Gooey Fries. He missed the second one though. Rebound to Chaney Johnson to Blake Mashalik. Brings it up the floor across midcourt. Final 23 seconds in this one. Gets a screen from Darren. Penetrates, step back, down the left side of the lane. Hands the ball to Carter Sobera. 13 to shoot for Auburn, Jalen Harper. Penetrates to the hole off the glass, blocked by Sharp. Ahead for Nunez with 8 to shoot. Goes up, oh, it's blocked off the black twice! And a third time! 3 straight blocks by Auburn, and that's the way the game ends! And you'd have thought that Auburn just won it on a buzzer beater. Auburn blocked 3 straight shots to the buzzer. And the Tigers win 82-59.
Andy, the only way I know to describe this team tonight is furious.
Yeah.
From the beginning, this team was furious and relentless. They hold Ole Miss to its season low scoring by 5 points over their previous season low.
Well, Auburn came in leading the SEC in scoring margin at 18.2. The Tigers win this one 82-59. That average will go up for Auburn.
This team is the only team that remains unbeaten in conference play. Bruce Pearl, little bit of a smile. Little bit of a smile.
Little bit. He wants the hat. He wants the bucket hat. He wants the Gilligan hat.
Yeah.
There we go.
That was a bigger smile, isn't it? He's got to be happy with the way his team performed tonight. This was a special effort against a good Ole Miss team.
Agreed. And Ole Miss will get a second crack at Auburn on February 3rd in Oxford at 5. Final score tonight, Auburn 82, Ole Miss 59. Stay tuned. The Regions Bank postgame show is next.